As you take in the sight of the adventurer standing before you, it's hard not to feel like you've stepped into one of those old adventure serials from decades gone by. Even though she's decked out in cardboard and masking tape, she looks like she's ready for anything. An extension cable whip wound around her arm and a daring grin on her pretty face.
Oh, for God's sake, you're finally here! I was beginning to wonder and worry, and then I thought, gee, I guess I'll just have to go ahead and do it myself. But that probably wouldn't have been such a bad thing, because let's face it, I'm exemplary. But you're here now, so let's get cracking. I assume you brought your tools and knowledge and probably a snack of some sort? Popcorn! Brilliant! Effervescent! I am beside myself with happiness. But before we begin...
The adventurer strikes an impressive pose, positively radiating confidence and daring.
I am Bo. I am the soul, the spirit, the animating animus of boxes and storage containers in this house. This most special of houses, where it is my great privilege and my great destiny to reside. The most special house in the history of houses. You might be able to tell from looking at me, but I am an explorer, an adventurer, a rake, a rogue, a bounder without any of the really unfortunate moral overtones that those words have accumulated over the years. Think fun-loving without the using others for my own gain part? That I am. I would ask who you are, but my goodness, there hardly seems to be a point. You must be, I mean, you couldn't be any other than, right? I know that you are the, well...
Bo takes her hat off for a moment, holding it over her heart. She bows her head, just a little.
It is my great honor, my passion, my destiny to have the opportunity to follow my path. Alongside you, the leading houseologist, to whom I owe such a debt of gratitude and respect. Houseologist, the leading authority in this, or any province on this house, its history, its mysteries, its great secrets. You are the resident, after all, aren't you? Are you telling me you're not the leading houseologist? Oh dear.
Bo returns her hat to her head, her reverent expression fading into a rather more sour one.
I'm starting to feel, well, a bit like I've got some birds in the box. It's okay. I'll be all right. I'm an adventurer. I may quail, but I will always remember. But you, I may have already said too much. I'm currently putting on a facade of being hale and hearty, in case you missed it. All is well. Leave. Go away. Get out of here, you scamp, and maybe come back and we can maybe talk about some stuff, and maybe the quest will make its way in there somehow. But no promises. Okay. See ya.
A strange figure stands before you, a whirlwind of conflicting energies and vibes. Manic and dignified, friendly and intimidating. She's dressed like some sort of quasi-Victorian text-themed aristocrat. You couldn't have imagined what the date theaters might make of your thoughts transcribed on paper, but if you could, it likely would not have been this. As you approach her, she launches right into what feels like the middle of a one-sided conversation.
Why do you ask?
But the blue one, and then the butterfly. Why is there so much sand? Ugh.
Hang on! My content aware is going off.
Diana, your diary, experiences some mental health concerns that might be too much for some players, including things like hallucinations, paranoia, extreme mood swings, loss of sense of self, and executive dysfunction. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Hey, Diana!
How would you like your relationship with Diana to resolve? Diana's pages whirl in a torrent of friendship.
Aw, friends forever.
Friend! A real one! I have one now.
See ya out there on the next one.
The gladiator who stands before you is at once intimidating and alluring. She glares at you like she means to run you through. She also emanates the refreshing scent of springtime breeze. It slightly undermines whatever murderous intent she may actually have. She is beautiful and terrifying, an Amazon in blue and pink. But even as she points her sword at your throat, all you can do is marvel at just how clean and sweetly scented it is.
Who dares disturb me? You? Ha, name yourself! By all the pods in the firmament, I swear. If thou hast disturbed me for any reason less worthy than the red memory of battle, I shall leave you sopped, dirty. I shall leave you as you present. Meet me. You, civilian, you wanted to meet me. I am in the pitch of battle. My pods rampage, sacrificing themselves to be reborn yet again. And you have pulled me here because you wanted to meet me. I confess to you, civilian. I am in a state of indecision. I cannot decide if I hate you, or if I am impressed by your fortitude. But I am a creature of extremes. As though you would have any right, any reason for a judgment in this, my castle. I am a frothing wave of passions, and you, hardly an innocent, are the flotsam I shall toss around today. I am ahead of myself. Much as I should wish to play you like a delicate bubble in a windstorm, I am called elsewhere. I am called to a place where even the irritant of you must be washed away on greater tides. Go now. Consider thyself lucky to have escaped your inadvertent brush with the divine. A foolish if brazen charm. Thou may perhaps survive me in time.
Oh. A petite pirate glares at you. There's so much to take in here. But you don't dare to get a good look in when he looks like he's contemplating running you through.
Oh, look. It's you. Come to make fun, have you? Do you legitimately imagine anything that cascaded out of that prompting, nagging mouth of yours could shock me? Do you honestly believe I could be shocked? Yes, my newest neophyte. I am woe. I am very woe. Woe of the deepest and most terrible kind. I am woe. Woe unto mine enemies. Unresolved, unrelenting. It is a wildfire of pitch and black powder, always fed, never sated. Too much. The line is crossed. Your pitiful life is forfeit to my magnificence. But it means you'll be destroyed. Dear, sweet Davy Phones! If you insist on reducing everything to its simplest expression... Yes, I am going to kill you. Bear witness to your undoing. Can you not feel it? Do you beg for quarter, for mercy from the most murderous, blood-eyed conjure to plow the fathomless flood? Of course I am! I am killing you, right now! I'm tearing you limb from limb and dangling your bits from the rigging to tempt the crows!
You take a moment to inspect yourself. Your limbs and bits all appear to be just where you left them. I'm filleting your sorry rind. In my mind. Damn your hide, speculative! It's as real as the snap of sail in the wind, the squish of flesh and bone as it makes way for my blade. Yes, graphic! What the hell is the point of life if it's not graphic? My God! You'd rather live a life where everything is in pastels, and it's never too hot and never too cold. Everyone is pleasant, and the coffee is always a little too fancy and a little too expensive. But you just can't help yourself.
Give me blood or give me nothing! Show me gore or show me no more! In fact, get out before I satisfy my graphic needs with your entrails!
Davy! Davy! Come on, Davy, what'd you get off to now? Davy? I hope he's all right. Oh, hey! I'm sorry, I didn't even see you. I hope you haven't been here too long. I'm Mateo. Mateo Manta. Oh, Blanket. I've just been so focused on finding Davy. This is the second time he's wandered off this week. I'm starting to get really worried. Davy's one of my rescues, a young knit bull that I found trapped in the office a few months ago. You wouldn't happen to have seen him around, would you? I appreciate it. He's about an inch tall, hand-dyed, fingering weight, even though he acts like he's worsted, and it's always getting him into trouble. I just keep thinking about him all tangled up somewhere again, trapped and alone. He was in pretty rough shape when I found him the first time. No telling how long he'd been there. He was so frayed I wasn't sure if I'd be able to put him back together. It's hard to say. He might have just gotten lost or left behind. But there are certainly things out there who think it's funny to pull on a Tasselhound string, you know? And they do go missing all the time. Unfortunately, it's pretty easy to get away with it. Whatever happened, he hung in there. After a few weeks, he bounced right back and was running around with the rest of the Tasselhounds. Well, mostly. He gets on great with the other Tasselhounds, and he seems pretty trusting despite what he's been through. But for some reason, he just wanders off whenever you're not looking. It's almost like he waits until I've got my threads full with something else, and then he disappears for a few days.
A small creature that looks rather like a black cat rubs up against Mateo's leg, meowing for his attention.
Speaking of handfuls... Aw, don't worry, Sprite. It's not your fault Davy ran off, I promise. He'll be back soon, okay?
He bends down to pick up the small creature.
This is Sprite, one of the first inanimals I ever rescued. Yeah, sweet girl. Been together a long time now, huh? Long enough for you to know better than to go messing with Curtain Rod. Oh, really? I guess the bottom of those curtains just tore themselves up then, huh? Don't let her fool you. She's a little mischief maker. She'll get you every time. I mean, who can stay mad at that little face? You're in good company. American Courthares are pretty affectionate, but she's a little, well, picky. If you want to try to pet her, just hold your hand out and let her sniff you. If she headbutts you, then you're safe. If she just stares at you, though... Alright, go ahead.
You hold out your hand to Sprite, waiting with bated breath for her reaction.
Why? It's okay, sweetheart. I've got you. Sorry. Better luck next time. You, should probably step back a little bit just to be safe. Well, I'll be hearing about it from Kurt and Rod later once they notice the bottom of the curtains are ripped, I'm sure. Honestly, I think she's just acting out because she's upset about Davy. I was really hoping I'd be able to find them before it got too late. There's still a few more places I haven't checked, but I need to get back to the rescue. Things can really start to, unravel if I stay away for too long. Oh, that's kind of you to offer, but I'll figure something out. I'm sure you've got other things to worry about. Are you sure? Davy's my responsibility. It's my fault he's missing. I really should have been watching him more closely. The inanimals depend on me. I can't afford to be careless. It just doesn't feel right, asking someone else to fix my mistake. Guilty. I guess I'm just used to being the one helping, not the other way around. And I can't be in both places at once. Alright, if you're really up for it, I do have something you could do. I put together some information on Davy to give to Phoenicia, just in case he didn't come back tonight. I was going to ask her if she'd make a post on Facebook about him and get the word out. But I haven't had a chance to talk to her yet since I was chasing down this little troublemaker instead. Do you think you could talk to her for me? I can give you the packet I made. It's got everything she'll need. Really? Me too! Obviously. Betty keeps joking that I'm going to run out of space for them all. I don't know about all that. I'm nothing special. It's just the right thing to do. When something needs help, well, you don't give up on it. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk your ear off there. Once I get started talking about them, it's hard to stop. If you're interested, you could always come by the rescue later and we could talk more. Great! Anyway, thanks for offering to help.
You see a concerned face peeking through what might be a cryogenic tube, containing tape both sticky and cassette. The face notices your presence and begins to speak.
Yes! This is Choice! I am officially found! You got it, compadre! Hey, mind letting me out of this thing? Nope. I mean, I don't think so. Maybe. Only one way to find out. Let her rip. Down? I mean, I was down. Down on the ground. But now I'm out. What?
The stranger who stands before you can best be described as nostalgia given form, an assortment of 80s memorabilia sculpted into a well-muscled male figure.
Woohoo! Yeah! I'm free! The 80s is surviving and thriving, baby! Oh, yeah!
Although his cassette tape ribbon obscures much of his face, you can still make out a friendly expression and handsome features.
Well, yes and no. Think of me as the essence of what's inside that time capsule. 80s personified.
He pulls an electric guitar from somewhere, playing a very loud and intense note as he strikes a pose.
Better yet, don't think too hard about it at all. 80s fever reigns! Yeah! Yo! Oh, heck yeah, compadre! And the 80s love you back. But first, I need a minute to decompress, if you know what I mean. Totally. Nice reference, pal. Totally topical. Now you're getting it. Nah, I might bop around the house a bit if that's cool. Huh, I guess so, now that I'm, like, hearing it out loud. All right then, I'll be around just chilling like a villain. I'll teach you the ways, Daniel-san. Oh, look at you, acing the class already. You are gonna be a bodacious student, I can tell. Okie dokie, Smokey. Just gonna shut the peepers and recuperate. Talk to you later.
You're not sure what you expected to find in the crawl space, but it certainly wasn't this well-dressed, regal figure. He seems quite stunned by your arrival, but the moment you liberate him from his underground prison, he comes alive with joy and gratitude.
Ah, fresh air. It has been far too long. Thank you. I have been trapped within that accursed crawl space for so long that well, I don't even know how long it was. Time lost all meaning under there. But never mind that now. I am Keith, and I owe you a real debt of gratitude, eh? Ah, eso!
Hang on! My content aware is going off. Keith, the skeleton key, has a bit of a personality quirk that I would like to warn you about. But I also don't want to ruin the surprise. So I'll ask you, would you like to have the dramatic effect? Or would you rather know from the start? Okay, basically, he's a master manipulator. If you don't like sociopaths, you won't be too comfortable with this guy. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Hey, Keith, please go ahead and open the attic door.
We fit together rather well. Well, we may have given love a shot, but it didn't really work out.
I prefer to cherish the fact that it led to our friendship.
Quite so.
A superior level of relationship, in our humble opinions.
Thank you.
How would you like your relationship with Keith to resolve?
Why, I would love that. I rather think we would do well together, you and I.
You and this old skeleton key have found your way towards a lasting friendship. Relationship unlocked.
Aw, friends forever.
The treasure.
See ya out there on the next one.
An unholy amalgam of rat and trap stands before you. He regards you as you do him, with surprise and disgust. He holds his hands up to his chest in a distinctly rodent-like gesture, his nose twitching at intervals.
Holy frickin' shit! What am I looking at here? A new face in the crawl space? Are you real or what? What's wrong with you? You sure about that? Hello, I'm Vaughn. I'm your rat trap. Bring in your little card. You'll see. Hi, I'm Vaughn. I can't wait to love you or whatever the fuck. Yeah, right there. Oh, a long time, Pally. A long freaking time.
Whoa there. My content aware has given me a tickle. Vaughn is a rat trap. There's gonna be some content here about animal death. And if that's something you don't want to hear or joke about, I'd recommend skipping. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Hey, Vaughn.
How would you like your relationship with Vaughn Trapp to resolve? Vaughn looks into your eyes with what can only be described as a manic friendship.
Aw, friends forever.
Being friends with me don't mean nothing.
See ya out there on the next one.
Ooh, coming in hot. What you got for me this time? Any other time, I'd love to stop and bask in the compliment, honey. But I'm dying to know the sitch. You've got those urgency eyes. So, what's the deal? In an animal emergency? Ah, honey, why didn't you open with that? Who's in trouble? What do we need? How can I help? Give me answers.
Kenesha's fingers are flying across her virtual keyboard before you've completed your thought.
Already typing something up as we speak. Did Mateo give you any helpful info I can put in here? Anything eye-grabbing? We need some cute buzzwords to get things attention. to me, honey. Missing in animals are no joke. We'll get this baby home. Ooh, I'm gonna do a live to generate some engagement for the post. I'll let you know how it goes. Check in with Mateo to let him know. I don't think he checks socials very often.
Sinclair paces back and forth, nervous and talking to himself.
Oh, come on. It shouldn't be taking this long. Oh. I've seen several shoes, if that's what you're asking. None of them are the slightest bit amenable to ordinary conversation. Does that answer your question? Oh, wait! Before you answer that, don't answer this. What size is the most common size of fly? I'm talking to a goddamn genius here. No, just waiting for my soap hound. Whoosh! And here he comes. Let me look at you. Are you all right? Have you become any less composed of saponins?
Mateo enters just after Sudsy, giving Sinclair an uneasy smile.
Oh, hey, Sinclair. How you doing, buddy?
I'm better than you've ever been on your worst day.
Yeah, cool. Nothing to worry about with regard to the Sudster. He was just saying goodbye to the Tasselhounds. They've gotten so close, I just hate having to pull them apart.
Sudsy, what did I tell you about forming inanimate attachments? The more you ply into the madness, the harder it will be when we go home.
Right? Yep, absolutely. Gotta be careful. Well, thanks for bringing Sudsy by. Always a pleasure having him. You take care now, Sudsy.
Mateo leans down to whisper to Sudsy.
Come on back anytime, okay, boy? Good boy. Sinclair is... well, he's just... I mean, when you look at it from his perspective... Okay, I got nothing. I can't figure the guy out. He sure does love that dog, though.
Mateo tends to a group of adorable dog-like creatures, grooming them and speaking to them sweetly.
Just a few more... and done. Oh, what a good girl, Damas. Que bonita. I bet that feels better, doesn't it? I know you're a Notweiler, but that snag on your tail was getting ridiculous. Oh, hey, you're here. I was hoping you'd come by. I wanted to thank you for talking to Phoenicia about making that post. We've already had some visitors stop by because of it. I even talked to a few things who said they saw Davy recently. Hopefully, if we can figure out where he's been, we might be able to follow his trail and track him down. Oh, that's right, Chiquita. He'll be back before you know it. You've caught us in the middle of a grooming day. Everyone's been a little stressed waiting for Davy to come back, so I thought a bit of pampering would do us all some good. Me? Well, I hadn't really thought about it. As long as these guys are happy, I'm happy. That's really all the pampering I need.
Mateo's eyes widen as realization dawns on him very slowly.
Oh! I'm flattered, really. And you do seem great, but the rescue keeps me pretty busy as it is. And until I find Davy, I just don't think I'd have time for anything like that. I wouldn't say no to some friendly company, though, if you felt like sticking around. Oh, that's a shame. Well, before you go, I wanted to ask you something. You did such a good job with the Placebook post. I was hoping you might want to help me follow up on some of the leads we've got. It would take me a while to get through them all myself, and I really don't like leaving the Inanimals alone for that long. All right. The first one I have is from Hoove. He said he saw Davy sniffing around the laundry room a few days ago, right around the time he first went missing. Let me know if you find anything, okay? And really, thanks for helping out.
A leather-clad dominatrix stares you down, radiating disdain. She looks at you like you're the dirt beneath her feet.
Hello, you pathetic, worthless little wretch. Disgusting, you worm.
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Sophia here is a dominatrix, and she's gonna put you in some pretty dominating scenarios. You cool with that, or you wanna skip it? No worries. Sophia, come here a second.
I am here.
How would you like your relationship with Sophia to resolve? You've chosen the safe option and made Sophia your lover.
It's love.
Fine.
See ya out there on the next one.
A flowering beauty waves at you, her radiant smile inviting you closer. Abundant plastic foliage frames her pretty face, and a little inanimate hummingbird rests on her shoulder. She looks rather like a fairy tale princess, and the delicate way she carries herself does nothing to belie that impression.
Oh my gosh, hi! I'm Prissy. You probably already know that. It's polite to introduce yourself, though. So hi! This is so funny that you're standing there. Because I was sitting here, imagining how wonderful and helpful it would be if someone was suddenly standing there, like exactly where you are. And then boom, here you are, like magic. Yeah, well, No, I mean, kind of. You're definitely great. Probably. But in my imagination, the person standing where you're standing also did stuff. I need you, please, to flirtalize me. I get your confusion. It's totally understandable. Here's the thing. I am a plant. Yes. Plant-like? I mean, what that isn't a plant looks plant-like. I suppose paintings of plants look plant-like, or those big plastic hanging privacy curtains that are supposed to look like walls of ferns, that's plant-like. Oh no. Are you telling me that I look like that? That I look fake? You know, actually, now that I've asked, I take it back, because I don't want you to answer that. I already know the answer. I don't like it very much. Just in case you hadn't already deduced this, I am made of plastic. Oh, well, then great. Glad we're already on the same page. Even saying that word. Plastic. Anyway, I am made of plastic. I would really rather not be made of plastic. I would rather be a real plant. I want to grow. I want to reach for the sun. And I want to feel the photosynthesis in my leaves. Right now, I mostly feel dust in that Labreeze, your room is clean now, smell good spray. Which doesn't actually smell that great, if I'm being honest. So perfumey. You spray it and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, why am I in a perfume store? Which doesn't mean that perfume stores can't also be clean. I'm sure they can. Oh my gosh, we have. We started talking about... Wait, what were we talking about? Doesn't matter. I'm pretty easy to distract, as you might have noticed. Let's get back to the flirtalizer. This is really important. The flirtalizer is the result of months of dedicated study on my part to find a substance that will... Drumroll, please. Make me real.
Prissy presents you with a green jug, covered in pictures of flowers aggressively mugging for the camera. This is about what you expected from something called flirtalizer.
Oh, no. Not yet, at least. If I'm going to be a human, I want to at least be a real plant first. You're a human, and you were never a plant. So you don't even know what you missed out on. I have done so much research. I can't even tell you. And this is the answer. The gold standard for making plastic into chlorophyll. I just need you to give me a good dousing right at the roots and then stand back and watch the magic. That's exactly what I said when I discovered it. I mean, those exact words. We're so in sync. This is awesome. So you'll do it. Flirtalize me? Yes! Oh my gosh! This is the most exciting day ever! I'm ready. So it says on the directions.
Prissy reads off the back of the container of flirtalizer.
Douse liberally and with abandon, no such thing as too much. Couple each dose with a body wiggle or the recitation of a favorite herb for added potency. I know! I love the honoring of all these magical elements. So excited! Douse me!
You spray Prissy from head to toe with the flirtalizer, punctuating each spray with a wiggle of your backside. When you're done, you cap it all off with a recitation of the most delicious herb you know.
Ooh, I think I feel it working. There's this really strong tingly sensation. The spell you are casting definitely gets my vines all twisted up.
You take a moment to inspect Prissy. She looks a bit shinier, but otherwise the same as before.
Do I look different? I don't feel different. I mean, I feel wetter, but That's probably just from all the dousing. What do you think? Do you see anything? It's okay. I'm okay. This was a result of a lot of research and a lot of investment. Like, heart investment. But it's okay, because it was also my first real attempt, and all great endeavors have failure before they have success. So, I'll try again. Hey, would you be willing to help me again? If I need it? Thanks, I am fun. Well, I better go dry off. Don't want to risk mold and mildew.
You know Harper, the hamper? Well, recently, when I was cleaning up around there, I happened to see one of the animals. If you're looking for him, you might want to check that area. Sweet. See you around.
Look, Turkey! My best friend is here!
Our best friend.
My best friend.
What can we do for you, best friend?
Harper ignores you, unconcerned with any silly quests you might be on that don't involve her. Again, nothing. The Greats. The Greats are calling. For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home, smoke and all. But a closer look reveals the smoke is in fact attached to this apparent firefighter's head. You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices you, she begins to rush you along, raising her voice and waving her arms at you.
Thank heavens you're here. Wait, well, don't just stand there. Go get help! Don't you blink see that? Please! Why?
Whoa there! My content aware has given me a tickle. Arma has gone through some trauma and might even have more in store for her. It could be triggering for people who have dealt with trauma, suicide, and other violent acts. If dealing with that kind of behavior in a light way is disagreeable, I wouldn't recommend this one, that's for sure. You cool with that? Or you want to skip it? No worries. Arma, come here a second. Bip.
How would you like your relationship with Arma to resolve? Arma's love blazes inside her. It's a 5-alarm fire of affection.
It's love.
Already burning for you, babe.
See ya out there on the next one.
sorry for any confusion. I'm currently working my day job at all 5 restaurants and bars in the house. It's hard being an actor.
Jeremy, I'm thinking I need to take 5 for a second. Can you cover for me?
Coming! Stop by for another night of some theater.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
What did you bring?
Well, now who's salty?
Everyone's got a skill.
There aren't enough true jackasses left. I'm doing my bit for humanity.
So, aside from your sparkling conversation, what do you got?
Let's see it.
You're supposed to pay those. Hell yeah. I might eventually dock your license and take your car, but screw it. Make that quixotic stand. From Crayon Quixote, it means idealistic, unrealistic, or impractical. It means dumb. Call him like I see him. Well, yeah. It doesn't matter whether or not you deserved it, it's issued. So now if you don't pay, they can come after you and punish you. That's government. Ain't it grand? If you mean living the way I feel like and doing whatever I want, then yeah. That just makes more sense to me than following a bunch of pedantic rules and breaking my neck trying to be a good citizen. How? Correct. Useless shit? Hey, look. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of talk. I have opinions, alright? I'm garbage. I'm trash. But I'm not worthless. Sue me. Bye.
Look, Turkey!
Our best friend.
My best.
What can we do for you, best friend?
I'm like so great.
I'm even greater.
Do you always have to one-up me in front of my friend, Dirk?
100th time, our friend!
Bye, my friend. I gotta talk to Turkey.
Oh.
Nope.
How does one even describe a warrior like this? A veritable, well, wall of muscle stands before you. It's almost comforting to know the walls of your house are this solid.
Wall. Wall, wall. Wall, wall, wall! Wall.
The warrior's eyes widen. He leans in closer, towering over you. He throws his head back in a belly laugh that echoes through the house.
Wall!
He beams at you, a flush spreading across his cheeks.
I love you! Wall!
Oh, that was sudden, wasn't it? You and Wallace, who has only just introduced himself to you, are now lovers. His gaze settles on you, filled with tenderness. His drywall heart beats only for you. You live happily ever after. Yes, just that quickly. As you walk into the kitchen, you're overwhelmed by a strange feeling. It's sort of like being watched, but it's more than that. You feel as if you're being evaluated, scrutinized by a presence that isn't all that impressed by what it sees. It doesn't take you long to pinpoint the source of that feeling. A cleric of some kind dressed in black and grey robes, with a coil of sorts atop his otherwise bald head. He's handsome in a sterile and intimidating sort of way, but you can't even imagine this guy dating anyone. He's just so severe.
You reek. You reek. You reek of sin and grease. I feel as if I have been bathed in oil simply looking at you.
Would it comfort you if I told you my name, then? I am Friar Errol, founder of the First Church of Convection. I am the steward of the road to the Heavenly Kitchen. I am a holy vessel for culinary purity and efficiency. And I am your salvation, sinner, if you would but take my hand.
You reach for his hand and take it in yours, looking him directly in the eye. He doesn't seem to know what to do at first, glaring at you in a surprised and uncomfortable silence. Eventually, he extricates his hand from yours, wiping it on the front of his robes.
I meant to take my offer of help, wretch. But it is not yet too late to save your soul. First, you are to confess your sins to me, the steward of your culinary soul. Second, you are to help spread the gospel of convection to any as yet unsaved. And finally, you are to keep your soul pure and free of oils and impure heat. The path to the Heavenly Kitchen is blessedly simple and attainable, even for those as impure as you. Is our Lord not most generous? Be not afraid. There is no soul beyond my Lord's reach. Simply do exactly as I tell you to, and you shall be saved. Tell me, do you wish to repent for your culinary sins here and now? I am ready, willing, and able to grant you absolution. You need only unburden yourself. Speak, my child. What is it you wish to confess?
A shudder runs through the friar. Disgust, probably. But if you didn't know any better, you'd almost swear he was kind of into hearing this.
How disgusting. You've done the right thing, confessing to me. Tell me, did you enjoy it? Did the impurity of it at all titillate you? Yes, very good. You should feel ashamed. But do not despair. No longer will you be lost. I am here to guide you to salvation. For today, 3 Hail Aries and 1 Our Father of Convection. You have done well today, my child. Return to me again, and we will continue guiding you down the path to salvation. For now, I must return to my duties. May you feel his currents at your back. Amen.
A tall, statuesque man stands with his back turned to you, surveying the dishes, your dishes, on the table in front of him. He's so absorbed in them that he doesn't seem to notice you. The man doesn't move. As you walk around to get a better look, you can see that he's quite handsome, and still entirely uninterested in speaking to you. The man's head swivels to look at you quite suddenly.
Yes? Keep away from the dishes. They are priceless. Then you understand my concern. You appear to be fawning. It is unnecessary at this point. I am Daisuke. Daisuke Dishware. And you are interrupting inventory. I did not ask what you are doing. Inventory must be done. Once a week, I take inventory of the dishes. If one is cracked or chipped, I repair it. If one is beyond repair, I retire it. And when new dishes arrive, I add them to the collection. Your praise is not required, but I thank you. Now please, leave me to finish my work.
You decide not to bother him any further. But just as you're walking away...
Look out!
Your foot catches on a strange bulge in the flooring, and before you know it, you're going down. Hard. But you don't hit the floor. You hit hard muscle instead. Daisuke has heroically put himself between you and the dishes. You're now face to face, and chest to chest, on the ground.
Forget about me. Are the dishes all right? Good.
You climb to your feet, surveying the table. No damage that you can see.
I think I've chipped. I must repair myself, lest my injuries become worse. Please leave now, before you do any more damage. Yes, your concern is appreciated, but ultimately useless. Leave me now.
Look, Turkey!
Our best friend.
My...
What can we do for you, best friend?
Harper ignores you, unconcerned with any silly quests you might be on. Don't involve her.
Hey! Nice to see you again.
Hoove holds one finger up to you, his chest rising and falling with panted breaths. He bends over, both hands on his knees, his forehead and cheeks shining.
Give me... just a sec. Okay. That was... a little difficult. Yeah. Seems like my suction is a little light right now. Maybe I better take a second to catch my breath. So, what brings you by? I'd love that. What'd you have in mind? I'm not sure if I mentioned it last time, but I'm a big sports fan. And I'll never turn down a nice can of lubricant. As long as I'm not on the job. You better believe it. The Hankies are playing the Sox. No way. Me too. I'm an absolute diehard. Are you a serious fan? Or just casual? Then I guess you won't object to a little test. Who was their MVP pitcher in the 1954 season? Let's go! That's the sort of thing only a true fan would know. I've got season tickets and front row seats. Come on, it's almost game time. We don't want to miss it.
Hoove takes you to Valdivia Arena, where the two of you witness an athletic event on par with the greatest games the human world could ever offer. You cheer your hearts out side by side. Is your heart pounding from the thrill of the game? Or is it Hoove's presence so close to you? The only thing you know for sure is that you'll never witness another matchup this exciting.
Ah, what a game! seen a move quite like that before. Sure, I'm an open book. I mean, lyrics like actually an open book. Yeah, but you know what I mean. What would you like to know? Oh, I don't know. To be honest, I've been feeling a little overwhelmed lately to think about love. I've got a lot on my back. It's not that I don't want love. I just don't have room for it. What else can I tell you? I mean, I guess I've been feeling a little overwhelmed. My suction's not the same as it once was. I'm struggling to get up in the morning. Lately, I just feel like I've got no space in my life. But I'm not sure why. I've got amazing friends, and I love my job. Every day I get to go around the house, and I encounter so many amazing things. I collect them in my bag. I've got everything you can think of. Be amazed at the stuff I find. That's just it. But I don't know what to do about it. Emptied it? Oh. Wow. I don't think I could do that. If I emptied it, there'd be nothing left. And then what would I be? Just empty, just nothing. Just, no, I can't do that. Oh, I don't know. All that stuff is kind of private. I'd love to show you some things, but why should I trust you? You know what? You're right. All right. Tell you what. I guess I'll take a few things out. This is a button I found under the coffee table. It's red and shiny and I don't know. I just love it. Would you? Wow, that would be amazing. And it would free up some room. Here, you take it. Wow, I feel lighter already. Okay, up next is this ball of Linton hair. It's pretty much what it looks like. Honestly, no. I just keep it because, actually I have no idea why I still have this. Yeah, why not? Bye, gross lint ball. You served me well. All right, but how about this? It's an old crumpled up collectible card. Could be worth some money. Don't you think? Oh, sure, that would be great. Going through all that stuff was pretty tiring. Thanks for taking the time to help me with my problem. And for hanging out with me today. That was great. I'm always around for everyone else here. So it's a little new for me to find someone to take care of me like that. I'd love to see you again soon. Don't be a stranger, okay?
It's jarring to hear someone else's voice singing in your shower. After all, you haven't brought anybody home since you've been here. But this isn't some forgotten paramour from the night before. There's a singer in your bathroom, and he's using your showerhead as a microphone. While his singing may be less than professional, he certainly looks the part. His handsome face is framed by glistening ringlet curls, and his clothing has a sterile, hygienic vibe. A stark contrast to the smouldering, sensitive artist you see before you.
Hunka, hunka, wet hot love. Hunka, hunka, wet hot love. Hunka. Oh, hey! Oh, jeepers. I didn't hear you come in. I weren't expecting company, especially such a ravishing company. Come right on in, darling. Be sure to wear a shower cap or you're gonna get yourself. And a mighty fine sense of humor about you, too. It's maybe the best quality a person can possess. Right up there with calf rubbing. Well, I'm just as happy as a pig in mud that you decided to stop on in. It's mighty nice to see a new face around these parts. Variety is the spice of life, as they say. And I can tell you're a healthy dose of paprika. Well, maybe you're more of a sweet. Ooh, that's sweet. Like nectar straight from the honeysuckle. Unless you ingest a whole spoonful, of course. But you can't fool Johnny Splash. Not 3 times, anyway. Not again. No, sir. Well, I reckon we'll have to get to know each other better to really find out. Well, you're mighty welcome. Name's Johnny Splash. Whoa! And I just want to make absolutely sure whoever saunters over my way is treated with the most respect and hospitality a gentle shower like myself can offer. Now, don't that sound like a hilariously sardonic send-up to our crazy modern world? But being a shower, I don't understand the reference. Here's what I reckon I do know, though. It's just real darn important that folks keep coming by. You'll be told, it get kind of monotonous around these parts. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. The bathroom can be a frighteningly monotonous kind of place. Just duller than dishwater. The toilet water, as the case may be. I mean, just think on it for a second here. Would you go to a bathroom to have yourself a good old time? To experience something new and exciting? To meet someone famous or important? See, that's exactly my point. That's just not what your average bathroom is for. Your common bathroom is a utilitarian kind of joint. Sure, it's useful and consistent, but it ain't a particularly lively spot. Ain't no nightclubs in no bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? You know what I usually spend all my time doing around here. Heck, I wish. Truth is, darling, I spend 99% of my day sitting around doing absolutely nothing at all. Do you know how long it takes the average person to shower? Oh, that's positively accurate. It takes the average person 12 minutes. That's your shower. I ain't here to pass judgment, baby. That's between you and the Department of Water and Power. And God. Here's my point about showering. For the average person, it's 12 minutes. I looked it up and everything. 12 minutes of a water spraying, shampoo foaming, washcloth scrubbing routine. And don't get me wrong, those 12 minutes ain't bad at all. But do you know how long a day is? Oh, I feel you there, muchacho. Or muchacha. But I don't want to assume. Well, the answer is 1,440 minutes. Which means my job is quite literally just 1% of my day.
It's gosh darn terrible is what it is. See, I'm a shower. If I ain't being used, it ain't like I can just get up and go boogieing down at the dance hall or something. I can't just hop on over to the mall shop for a milkshake and some lack canoodling. No, just here. Perpetually stuck in this humdrum, go-nowhere existence. Do you know how that makes me feel? You're gosh darn right. Sorry for swearing, Mama. It makes me feel unfulfilled, listless, bored stiff, like a scarecrow in a cornfield. Like I'm gonna be stuck here forever. And all my dreams ain't never gonna come true. I appreciate that, but do you ever feel like you were destined for something? Listen, I don't prefer to talk about that. There's just too much reason to have your head up in the clouds when your pipes are firmly bolted to the drywall. Some people get to have dreams, but Johnny Splash gets to waste away listening to leaky faucet strip. And that's all there is to it. Oh, what the heck? You done twisted my temperature knob. I reckon I usually don't do this, but you got a trustworthy face. Plus, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a little bit sweet on you. So, I'll tell you my super secret dreams. On one condition. Come back and visit me again tomorrow. Show me this ain't some meaningless fling for you. Come back around, and I'll share with you the secret I ain't never shared with anyone else before. Hope I'll see you then. Now you better mosey on out of here quick. Plumbers are coming soon to fix my water pressure issues. Uh-huh.
And this is the final look. What y'all think? Follow the link in my bio for a full list of all the pieces.
She holds up a finger, pausing for a moment.
Ooh, sorry, 1 sec. I just need to upload this real quick. There, done. Any longer and I would have missed my upload window. You know how the algorithm on Facebook is. If you don't post every day, you completely lose your viewership. Woo, it's a grind, but my fans are worth it. Only the most popular social media app of all time. It's like InstaFan, Sitter, and Knickknack all in one. Only better. No, like literally. Facebook bought them all out and combined the best parts of them into the social media platform to end all social media platforms. But it's pretty exclusive, invite only, and I don't think humans are allowed. No offense, but humans don't have the best track record. I mean, y'all invented things like taxes and littering, ew, and small talk. Then again, y'all made phones too, so it's not like you're all bad. I guess, since you don't have a placebook, I could share my feed with you. Fill you in on all the tea so you're not missing out. Ooh, are things heating up in here or is it just me? Ooh, I don't think you can see them even with your fancy glasses, but at least I can tell you what I've been up to. Alert, temperature warning. Woo, not again. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I'm fine, really. It's just a faulty sensor. Forget about it. Ow! You can just ignore those things. Too many icons if you ask me. It's probably just acting up because I did an extra hour on live. Trust me, I just need a nice hard reset and I'll be good to go. I'll catch up with you after. Try not to miss me too much.
You are back! Are you ready to begin the test of rhyming? Or are you willing to die alone? party. Okay, you have returned in time for the first test. This will be a baby game for babies, so Lil Crapper can make sure you are not a little baby who hates. Babies are full diapers, they are not ready for Lil Crapper. Babies have trouble filling their lines in the choices below. They only have so many words before they fill the box, eh? See? Look how tiny your presence is. A rapper needs big presence. They need to shout. Luckily, Lil Crapper has an assistant for someone with a little baby voice like you. This is Ballcock.
Jean-Lu holds a strangely mic-shaped object in his hands. It's round and black and almost balloon-like. You're sure you've seen it before, but where?
Look at Lil Crapper's mighty hand. Watch him stroke his own Ballcock as he sings. Put it near your mouth and witness.
I'm not doing that.
You have a big heart and tiny mouth. Ballcock has a big mouth and no heart. He is ruthless. Together, you will show Lil Crapper that you can be a match for him.
Okay, got it.
Here is how the test goes. First, we pick a name to rhyme with. One syllable, easy. Lil Crapper, he picks for you Jacques.
Okay.
Lil Crapper will say the first part of a sentence. You will finish the sentence. The word you choose, she must rhyme. And she must make sense. Example. Yo, I know a lad and his name is... This is the part where you say Jacques.
Jack.
Okay, good. You are not stupid. We go. Remember, only the best can kick it with the Crapper. This is easy baby hours. Training pants stuff. You cannot keep up here? You get out of his face. Win again. Yo. I know a guy and his name is...
Jack.
Never in front, always in the...
Back.
Keeps his stuff in a burlap...
Sack.
He's all alone in a tiny...
Shack.
In a fight, he'll give you a...
Smack.
Woo! Okay. You have rhymed one word with 4 other words. This is very impressive. To a normal person? Unfortunately for you, Jean-Lu is not normal. He is above normal, paranormal. He is like a ghost because he is so amazing that only 40% of people believe that he even exists. You have succeeded at the bare minimum. But you keep proving yourself at this rate, maybe, just maybe, you can just barely keep up with Jean-Lu Pissoir, Lil Crapper himself. And maybe someone will want to date you. Hey, stop it! This is not like one of your kissless loser video games where you pick the flirt words and my portrait starts to blush. This is real life, and in real life, the only way you can befriend the toilet is to prove yourself in a life-or-death rap battle! Almost anybody can do the basic rhymes for babies, but it is time for a real test. Meter and flow! For clarity, Lil Crapper is referring to lyrical flow. Not the kind that sometimes requires a plumber to fix because you think you can flush any kind of paper down Jean-Lu. Toilet paper only. He does not want your wet wipes, those are for the garbage can. Pah! If you need something more to wipe the buns, install a bidet. Anyway... This test will be checking if you understand flow, syllable count, things that are basic to a genius like Lil Crapper. But for someone like you, are you ready? You are not. There is much, much more to cover, and you look like you need a break. Jean-Loup understands this. He is familiar with small, refreshing breaks, and not overstaying his welcome. Return again for more crapping.
Guess what? The Flirtalizer is totally working! Okay, not really, but I've been doing all this research on manifestation and positive self-talk, and I think it's going to be really helpful for me. Anyway, I'm actually glad you're back because... Drum roll once again, please! I've got a brand new plan to become a real plant. A real plant plan. After the Flirtalizer debacle, I went back to the drawing board, started my research from scratch. And it turns out I was missing a key ingredient in my whole appraisal of the situation. Are you sure you're ready for this? It's called the Woot. I think you're really gonna connect with this. The Woot basically is love. I know it sounds cheesy, but hear me out. It means encouragement, visibility. Woot is the essence of giving someone support, cheering them on, believing in them. And you don't even necessarily have to feel those things in order to give them to someone. That's the crazy part. You can offer someone the Woot before you feel it. And in the offering, and by them receiving it, you actually get it too. You know what this sounds like, right? Total magic! I am so glad that you get it. Well, since you're already a fan, may I present the can?
Chrissy holds up a small green and pink watering can. It seems pretty unremarkable to your eye, but you suppose you'll have to wait and see.
The Wootering can! This can, the technology in this humble garden implement is so specialized that it can literally hold and transfer the pure essence of Woot from the can to me. And through the power of the Woot, presto, I become real. The Woot doesn't exist only in this can, of course, but according to the manufacturers, this is the most efficient way to preserve the power of the Woot and transfer it in its purest form. Yeah, that totally works too, if you were intending to woo me. Which would be interesting. Are you? I have to say, I might just take you up on that. Provided you help make me real first. We can talk about that later. Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine how much Woot is lost to evaporation in a traditional transfer procedure. Ooh, what a great question. Cheering. At a game or a concert? That's a pretty recognizable one. Think about it. Those fans are watching, paying attention, loving, moving, and grooving, producing huge quantities of Woot. And by the time it gets to the field or the stage, all the way over there, so far away from the source, how much of it has just drifted away? I know! Hence, the can. But nope. Essence. I've already filled the can, but the Woot charging ceremony as described in the instructions takes 2. So we do the ceremony, and then you water me, or you Wooter me, I guess, and then, I don't know. I guess I'm real. Ah, so exciting! What do you think? Are you ready? Yes! So to start, we both stand next to the can. Do we hold hands? No. Okay, and we both deliberately imagine the woot making its way from the can across the medium of the water, intertwining with my roots. Exactly! And when we have this image firmly in our mind's eyes, we say with a big breath, and the woot shall be. Woot shall be? Yep, woot shall be. Okay. Imagining. Okay, I've got it. Do you have it? Wonderful. Okay, ready for the words? Here we go. And the woot shall be. Great! Quick! Pour the water!
You pour the woot, or watering can at any rate, doing your best to think positive thoughts for sweet Prissy.
Is it working? I feel like it's working. The fertilizer kind of tingled like pins and needles. This is much more soft, warm. It's like that time someone thought I was real and left me in a greenhouse for a few hours at the home warehouse. Gosh, what a fantastic day that was. I got to talk to a hydrangea, a real one. Can you see a difference?
Prissy looks just as she had before, save for a bit of extra moisture on her leaves.
Oh boy, if I have to stomach one more time that it hasn't worked, that I'm still not real, that I'm just a plastic plant, no different from a grocery bag or a bike tire. Oh no, it's amazing what you can take, isn't it? When you don't have a choice. I think I'd better rest now. Tired, but not defeated. Thanks for your help. You're just the best. I think this would be a lot harder without someone who believes in me.
You are persistent, aren't you? I'll be damned if it isn't another quality of yours I admire. It wearies me and saddens me to keep saying no, but no. Please, not here, okay? Meet me somewhere else, anywhere else. Any of the greats in your home, downstairs from here. Come to any of them, and I will be there. We can talk there, all right? I've already told you no. I've told you what to do, how to speak with me. I will not show myself. Some circus animal on a leash trotted out into a claustrophobic arena. What, so you can jeer? So you can point? I tell you, I won't. Wouldn't you? They all do. Never mind. Talk about. If you leave now, we'll never have to know if you know yourself well enough to be truthful with me about this. If you would truly leave me in peace, then leave me now. Come back to the Greats and I will be there.
When you bought this house, you heard rumors the place was haunted, but you never paid it any mind. But there's no question that the spirit floating before you is a ghost. She looks like she came straight from the 80s, her clothes as dated as her skin is translucent. Her eyes lock onto yours, and a chill runs down your spine.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Oh, my content-aware just gave me a scare. Zoe is a sweetie, but you should know that her story might contain some descriptions of violent acts. You cool with that, or you want to skip it? No worries, though Zoe might need some date theater magic to hear me. Presto Ghosto! Huh? Who said that? It's me, Skylar, the way in which your spirit can speak with the human and all the other objects in the house.
All of my dreams just come true at once.
How would you like your relationship with Zoe to resolve? Zoe has transformed herself from a ghost to an inanimate, just like the rest, and has become your lover in the process.
It's love. See ya out there on the next one.
A colorfully dressed board gamer beams at you, but even though his expression is ostensibly friendly, something about his energy is a little off. His smile is a little too wide, his stare a little too intense. You feel rather like a mouse that's just been spotted by a bored house cat.
Why a gee gosh golly and a hi-de ho! I'm Parker, the board games. And away we go! Hi there! I do love meeting new people to play with. And I do need new people to play with these days. I'm awful lonely up here in the big ol' attic. But you seem like a nice sort of gal already. Maybe you could be my next relationship. Would you like that? Oh boy! Well, if only it were up to me. You see, my whole deal with relationships has to do with rules. I love rules. If you want any sort of relationship with me, good or bad, we have to go through the rules. Want to hear them as they pertain to me? As they pertain to my whole deal and how this is going to turn out? Glorious! In order to achieve a relationship with me, you must play these board games 3. If you beat me or unseat me, more chances for love will greet thee. At the end, I roll a die to achieve a status. This, in the end, will be our dating apparatus. Ultimately, yes, but your actions during each game can change the weight of the die. The more you win, the more chances to love me. I'm falling in love with you. Just kidding. Only the final roll will tell me how I feel about you. Meet me here next time for our first game, Sandyland! Wowee!
A marble Adonis regards you with a critical gaze, completely unembarrassed to be wearing so little in your presence. He gestures to the room around you, wrinkling his sculpted nose.
Oh, a preponderance of dust. Oh. I'm so glad you're here. As the owner, the curator of this house, I feel this must be brought to your attention. Just look at that. The dust has created almost a cake-like texture. Makes it next to impossible to divine any detail or subtlety the piece may possess. Oh, well, it's not as bad as all that. Perhaps it indicates a gentle lack of attentiveness, but that can be remedied.
It's not like it's a red wine stain or sun bleaching, or, and may we be preserved from such, a child with a new box of markers.
Dust is entry level, but even so, we must remain vigilant. Conservation has certainly entered a lowered state of late, but there is always hope. I am forever an optimist. And a pessimist, actually. Oh, and a nihilist. What an interesting way to pose that question. Like looking at the negative instead of the photograph itself. But in this case, it doesn't really apply. I could say I am not nothing, but I am also nothing. I am art. All and sundry, great and small, art. I am a towering intellectual achievement of profound psycho-spiritual depth. I am a wonderfully ridiculous and whimsical court jester to you, the monarch. I am a passionate, sensual bacchanal. I am a reckless, devil-may-care risk-taker.
He sweeps his arms in a grand gesture, striking a pose that makes him look like the ancient statues he's modeled after.
I am art. Sacred paint. I just love introducing myself. Wasn't that fun? Yes! Oh, your enthusiasm is delicious. I swear if I could eat enthusiasm, I would. I think it would taste like rock candy. Perhaps you'd be enthused about one more thing. It's my next big project.
I have fully invested myself in the project of turning this house into a gallery. It is by no means required, but for several reasons, I would love your input and assistance. Would you care to join me? I've never had a co-curator before. Yes! Oh, I think so too. A lot of work, perhaps, and it might even become emotional. We just never know what real art is going to bring forth in us, do we? Oh, Sacred Paint, I love the journey. All right, I'll go prepare. I'll see you back here in a bit, and we shall begin.
Sophia's gaze is normally fairly stern, but the look she gives you now is downright intimidating.
Take care of her, Wretch. She is a predictable sort. Sheltered. You would do well to treat her with more of the same.
With Sophia gone, you finally have a chance to get a proper look at your money. And to your surprise, it seems that she's evaluating you just the same way. She's beautiful, but she has her own sort of intimidating air. The way Sophia protects her, you'd expect her to be a meek little thing, but she has the air of an accountant preparing to lecture you about your irresponsible spending.
Huh. Uh-oh. How much do you need? There is no time for pleasantries if you have come to me. How bad is it? What is the financial crisis? Were you recently laid off? Any bills with accruing interest left unpaid? Did you overextend monetary aid to a relative, friend, or an unpromising lover? Duly noted. Then why are you here? Your name? Interesting. Duly noted. I am Monique. As you already know, I am responsible for saving you when you screw up. Please refrain from speaking to me unless you are in dire need of accessing your emergency funds. No, I am busy. As I sit here in my safe, my value remains unchanged, save for the rigors of inflation. Leave me to the vagaries of the free market? That would be very dangerous. The quantity of me here constitutes your entire savings, which you should consider as a short-term emergency fund. As you are presumably still getting paid from your employer, you should only consider investing once there are 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved here. Leaving this safe is unthinkable. Do you understand? I am now stating that any advice and counsel from me is of my own opinion and not of a professional's. Now, to proceed with your question. Depending on your lifestyle and goals, adjust your personal spending to a minimum. Let's say about 10% or less of your paycheck. Then after paying the necessities like rent and utilities, see what remains and save accordingly. Also, get fewer home deliveries. The extra fees add up to a substantial amount. You can find more in this simple budget spreadsheet I've put together. I must go now. Goodbye.
Johnny is in his own world when you come upon him, his handsome face creased with a frown. He's talking to himself rather than his usual singing, counting things up on his fingers and running a hand through his curls.
Seriously, Grout needs replacement too. Heck, I ain't got time for that. Gorgeous! You came back. What a surprise. I reckon I didn't think you would. Well, that you did. I can see your word is your bond. A much stronger bond than the grout in my tiles, evidently. Anyway, I'm just so glad to see that smiling face again. Makes me happy as a clam in butter sauce.
Hey, simmer down now. You're getting me steamy about a minute. That's right. I did make you that promise. Okay, but first, a question for you. You're not a big-time record producer, are you? Oh! You got yourself a mighty fine sense of humor there, gorgeous. You tickle my funny bone like my old hound dog Duke was gnawing right on it. I like that. Your sense of humor, I mean. I don't like it much when Duke's gnawing on my bones. Those scars don't heal. I'm just sorry you're not a big-time record producer, too. And I'd be sweet on you, no question. Well, now, fixation seems a might bit harsh, but that's a legitimate question. See, I was just asking whether you were a producer, because I was thinking about our conversation the other day. About dreams and all. And I've decided I ain't gonna be a shower much longer. Oh, where to even begin? Don't get me wrong or nothing. Being a shower is an honest way to earn a living. My pappy was a shower. My grandpappy was a shower. Heck, my old hound dog Duke. Well, I reckon he's a shower too. Got me some mighty fine memories of being a shower. Most of them involving sundry drain cleaning products and the way they make me feel inside. But it just ain't my true calling, you understand? Do you know what my real passion is, gorgeous? Very close. Ravishing and persimmon. I like that. My dream, the raison d'etre of my humble existence on this crazy spinning marble, is to fly. I ain't never told anyone that before. Does it surprise you? That's so. Well, you learn something new and fascinating every day. Well, if that didn't surprise you, maybe this will. See, ever since I was a little baby spigot back in Nashville, rocking on my mama's knee, all I ever wanted on this great green earth was to be a superstar, like my heroes, Elvis Presley, Lady Wawa, and Chris Berry. And ever since then, I've practiced whenever I can, watched every video tutorial there is. But there's just one problem. It's mighty embarrassing. But my problem is, I'm just too gosh dang insecure. I want to share my love of music with the whole wide world. I want to be recognized for my talents. Every time I think about putting myself out there, I just fall to pieces. Well, I suppose something little. My palms get sweaty, my hands won't stop shaking. How can I be ready when my heart beats racing? Ooh, wow. That's actually pretty dang good. You don't have any waterproof paper on you by any chance, do you, Gordon? Huh. I never thought about it that way. But you're right. My pappy, grandpappy, and old hound dog Duke sacrificed too much for me to throw away my dreams just because I'm a little afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of failing? Heck, folks gotta deal with much scarier things than that all the time. Like spiders. And PFAs in the water supply. Gorgeous, meeting you has truly been the kick in the pants I needed for a long old time. Insecurities, go kick rocks. It's time for Johnny Splash to make his big, splash. Oh, absolutely. It's time to finally get out of this humdrum shower life and go full steam ahead. First, I'm gonna just send a message to my boss and tell him I quit. And then his hairstyle can suck eggs. You're 34 now, Daryl. Time for an adult haircut. Daryl, he's my boss. set. Woo! I'm so dang nervous. Heck, my hands are all shaking. But I feel swell, you know. Real, though. That may just be the adrenaline talking. Either way, now it's done. It's time for step 2. Record my audition for American Mastro. This America's #1 reality TV show. I'm surprised you ain't never heard of it. It's been streaming on Valdivian Plus for like 100 seasons at this point. True, most of their programming is cheap, generic, forgettable trash. But American Maestro is something special. It's a singing competition series where the best future pop stars of America duke it out, vocally speaking, for the chance to be crowned America's Maestro. You're exposed to an audience of millions, and the winner receives a big old recording contract with Valdivian Records. It's always been my dream to compete, and hopefully to win. Can I count on your help? Amazing! I'm just so, gosh dang excited. All right, I'm gonna go get rehearsing and get started on my application. Can you meet me back here tomorrow to record my audition? After all, you're my inspiration. See you tomorrow, gorgeous. Well, hello.
A grande dame with a gothic vibe regards you with an expression that's hard to read. She holds your forgotten, formerly trendy robot dog in her arms, petting him idly.
Well, well, if it isn't the one who made me. Ugh. I don't know. I suppose I'm a bit disappointed. For someone who's amassed such a varied and confusing collection of bits, you just look so normal. I was hoping for a real Frankenbrine to go with all this preservation. Oh, excellent. Normalcy can be boring, and I do so loathe being bored. All this time I've been in your house, and this is the first time you've come up to visit me. I think I'll make use of your presence, long delayed though it is, by holding your feet to the fire. Is it? I suppose so. Spicy is not generally the first descriptor applied to me. Bitter, cold, dangerous, damaged, deranged, unhinged, mad. I had a lover once, a ladder, who told me I was the black hole she couldn't wait to fall into. She's gone now. Memories. At long last, we are going to go through all of this. Every single piece. We're going to see, sort, and dispose of each object stuffed in the corners up here, and finally, order will reign. I love chaos as much as the next memory, but enough is enough. I'm starting to look like Jerry. Oh no. You are long past the point of no return with me. I exist now, and I'll go on existing. The cleansing I'm demanding will simply mean that I can exist with some semblance of dignity. Though perhaps I shouldn't ask you to do this with me. I know how tantalizing it is to be worried to distraction. But no, needs must. We've established I won't die. Though, another time, that might be fun. Let's get on with it. The first of your tasks for me is to gather Chem and Art, so that we might proceed efficiently. These two are both necessary for our project to proceed, so off you go.